Hi folks, in this video let's see about Trump's visit to India and its importance. India and the US signed three memorandums of understanding. The pacts came with Prime Minister Modi's assertion that the two countries have decided to take their ties to a comprehensive global partnership level. The agreements were signed in the health and oil sectors. An MOU was signed on mental health between the health departments of the countries. Memorandum of Understanding on the Safety of Medical Products was signed between the Central Drugs Standard Control Organization with the US Food and Drug Administration. A letter of cooperation was signed between Indian Oil Corporation Limited and ExxonMobil India and Chart Industries Incorporated US. As expected, helicopter deals worth $3 billion were also finalized in yet another sign of India's shift to the US for military supplies. Now, what this means symbolically and for the future in the relationship between the two countries. Traditionally, India and US are not the best of friends, but as we see now, the relationship is fast building on to be a very strong one. Let me tell some background. India cultivated strategic and military relations with the Soviet Union to counter Pakistan and US relations. In 1961, India became a founding member of the non-aligned movement to avoid involvement in Cold War power play between the United States and Soviet Union. But that era is gone far behind. This changed when the Berlin Wall came down and Soviet Union split up. However, Russia and India have and will have a very strong bond. When our Minister of External Affairs assumed the post, he was asked about fast-growing relations with US and its implications on Russian bond, for which Subramaniam Jaishankar said that if you are in trouble and you're given a chance to make two phone calls, you would call the most reliable friend. India will call Russia. So that's the kind of relationship we have. I think that's the best way to describe. It needs no further assurance. A bit of background. The US has four foundational agreements that it signs with its defense partners. The first of the four agreements, the General Security of Military Information Agreement, GSO-MIA, was signed by India and the US in 2002. The agreement enables the sharing of military intelligence between the two countries. The second agreement, the Logistics Exchange Memorandum of Agreement (LEMOA), was signed by the two countries on 2016 29th August. The LEMOA permits the military forces of either country to use the other's bases for resupplying and carrying out repairs. The agreement does not make provision for logistic support. The third agreement, Communications Compatibility and Security Agreement (COMCASA), was signed during the inaugural 2+2 dialogue in September 2018. It is an India-specific variant of Communications and Information Security Memorandum that enables the two countries to share secure communication and exchange information on approved equipment. The fourth agreement is Basic Exchange and Cooperation Agreement (BECA). This has not yet been signed between two countries. It permits exchange of unclassified and controlled classified geospatial products, topographical, nautical and aeronautical data. Coming to the exercises, we have Yuddhabhyas, largest bilateral military exercise between US and India. We have Quad, India, Japan, Australia and America conducting Malabar exercise. This is mainly keeping Indo-Pacific region in mind. And we have JAI, Japan, America and India trilateral exercises. So this is a very tight bond, and the way it's going, it is only set to grow. We are in a strange position where we are able to have good relations with both USA and Russia. We are able to purchase S-400 and also sign military pacts with USA. Let me tell you, no other country in the world has this kind of relationship. We must appreciate our external affairs and the way how we have handled the geopolitical games and struck important deals. That is in a way a win-win situation for the countries involved in the deal. We should try and reduce friction with China. It is very important to have healthy relationship with neighbors. Let's see, geopolitical affairs are always the news in transition, and right now our government is doing really well. The visit from US President Donald Trump has reaffirmed the bond that is on the rise.